I can't freaking sleep, and I'm in a pissed off mood. It's 5 o'clock in the morning right now. I ain't happy. It'll be a number of days before I can. Fuck that. It ain't gonna be a number of days. It's gonna be quite some time. Fuck that. It's never. It's never. I still haven't gotten over that bullshit from Ohio State 23 years ago. I don't know if I'm gonna get over this one. I ain't got over this shit in 1994 against Nebraska. I ain't getting over this one. Salute to the Indiana Hoosiers. Congratulations. They earned a hard fought national championship victory. Ignore all the penalties that were not called both ways. I've seen a lot of clips now because I'm at the game. I can't see some of the stuff going on the field. They don't give good replay. I was trying to take recording and film some stuff, but I'm not watching it on my phone like for replays. And real talk, like I said, forget all the penalties that could have been called either way because they could have been from the stuff that I've seen online. There were some calls that Miami did not get called for, and I know there were PIs that did not get called on Indiana. That I know. The PIs I saw I could see them happen. There was a hold that may have been called, could have been called on Maui and Goa on a Fletcher run. There, O'Connor for Miami, number 24. My God, that was bad. O'Connor, bro, you got work to do, my guy. I ain't gonna get on you too hard. You got work to do. You got worked. Those back shoulder throws on your ass by Becker probably cost us the game in a sense. Like that's what this team does. But I'm not here to harp on the game itself at this point. I did that in my recap. I'll do it more on Hurricanes Unfiltered live tonight at 9 p.m. But I am going to harp on something, and I'm going to let you know right now. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Shomont. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. I appreciate everybody who has supported this channel. We've grown it a great deal since September or end of August when I decided to get back into covering the Miami Hurricanes. I had season tickets. I sit in the Cornerstone Suite. You guys know this by now. That's where I did my live feeds from. So I sit comfortably at the game. I was able to get credentialed by the University of Miami, for which I am greatly appreciative of. I would have loved to have had a credential for tonight's game. Unfortunately, I did not get approved for it for whatever reason. I saw the list of people there. I have my opinions on that, man. I don't think any news organization needs 10 people credentialed. Like, I'm serious. Like, there's not enough stories you can write, but at least one had 10 people credentials for a website. And other people who had gotten rejected ended up getting credentialed. Like, I don't get how it worked. It is a little frustrating for me because I would have loved to have done post game and interviewed players and stuff, been on the field to see, I would have loved it. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. I was in the stands. I paid for my tickets. I brought my wife, a Florida State graduate. I brought my kids. We had a great time at the game. It's memorable. Unfortunate disappointment in the loss, but this is a message largely to Miami Hurricane fans. If you're not from Miami or South Florida, this does not apply to you. There are plenty of people that watch my podcast that are not from South Florida. Plenty. There are plenty of people who support the channel that are not from South Florida. Plenty, and I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate my local people too. I met a bunch of people tonight at the game who have watched this podcast, who are subscribers to this podcast, and I appreciate you. I thank you genuinely from the bottom of my heart. I do. And I appreciate the fact that you went to the game. I appreciate the fact that you spent your money to get tickets to go to this game. Because never in my wildest dreams, could you have told me that in the 65,000 seat stadium, 65,000 seats, and that did get up to 67,000 and change, which was the announced attendance, while they also created new media sections. Like they had media sitting outside in some areas on the upper deck. Our seats were in the left corner end zone, in the corner behind the Miami Hurricanes bench sideline. Next to us is where ESPN was doing their show. Pat McAfee, Nick Saban, the ACC show. They had that right next to us on the third level. But one of the things that came up before the game, you would never, you could never make me believe that this would be real. And I gotta eat crow because I thought I thought for sure. I'm like, there's no way that Indiana will have more people in this building than we do. There's no way. There's no possible way. University of Miami sent out those ticket things on December 8th. And the section that was Miami was Miami. There were scattered Indiana fans in those sections, just like there were scattered Hurricane fans in the Indiana section, believe it or not. So each team gets 20,000 tickets. And then there's 25,000 tickets left for the corporations and the sponsors. And they got those tickets. And they can do whatever they want with those tickets. They can sell them, which they do. Most of them are sold. But man, when they told Miami Hurricane people to wear orange, I was like, why would you wear orange? This is not we're wearing white on the field. Why would you have people from Miami? Why would you ask Miami people to wear orange? And I know why. Because when you're looking at orange and red, it's kind of similar. It's kind of similar. And you could get confused and think that maybe you're looking at orange and I don't know what. Because where I was sitting on the Hurricane sideline in the corner, on the opposite side, I couldn't tell if it was red or orange. I was convinced that Miami fans that were there were making more noise than Hoosier fans. Like the Indiana Hoosiers have this chant where they say, who, Hoosiers? And that's basically it. I didn't find them to be incredibly loud because usually when you can hear people talk, yelling in the direction that you can hear them. And they got loud on occasion, but I didn't see them getting loud like when Miami scored to make it 17-14 and 24-21, like the place erupted. Like the Hurricane fans that were there, it was an eruption. It felt like a home game, which is why I could not believe, and I've now seen some television commentary as well on this. I could not believe that at the end of the game, after the Hurricanes lost, and the Hurricanes fans are leaving, and the Indiana fans are staying to obviously watch the trophy celebration. And I sat in my seat for probably another 15 minutes or so. I didn't leave immediately. Like I think that's a waste. I'm not ready to go into a mosh pit of people who are beelining for the door, I guess thinking that they're gonna get out of there faster. If Miami had won, we might have been in the parking lot all night. But I can tell you this, when I finally left, well, one, I left, went down the wrong escalator because I don't usually sit where I sit, and I don't park where I park typically. I went on the wrong escalator, ended up across the street, and I had to go back over the damn bridge to go back and then walk. I mean, I got a lot of steps in. I mean, if I had my pedometer, I would have got a lot. I probably would have. We probably walked over a mile and a half. Leaving the stadium from our seat across the street, back across the street, then across. I mean, we walked a lot. No big deal. Indiana fans were very pleasant, man. I mean, they were very pleasant. I had an Indiana fan talking to me. We were talking. I was really, yo, I congratulate these guys. I mean, I'm happy. I'm not happy for them as whatever. I'm disappointed for us, but they were very pleasant. I had one guy say, "Man, the hospitality here was great." Like literally said it. The hospitality down here was great. Like think about that for a second. For all the shit that the city of Miami gets about being this or that and the third, guy said the hospitality here was fantastic. So kudos to wherever that person stayed and the people that looked out for them in their hotels. That's what you're supposed to do. And that's how you're supposed to treat people. Same guy told me, he says Malachi Tony is the best athlete in the country. Flat out. He says he's petrifying. He says he can't go in the draft. I'm like, no, he's a freshman. I said, bro, this guy was 17 years old in September. I said he was what? The guy said, it's like he was what? 17. I'm like, he's supposed to be in high school. He's supposed to be a senior in high school this year. He says he's the best football player in America. That's from an Indiana guy. Dead serious. The best football player in America. He's unbelievable. And Mally didn't disappoint, bro. Mally's not leaving Miami without an. I'm telling you right now, Malachi Tony's not leaving Miami without a national championship. That kid's gonna win a championship, either whether it's this year coming up, next season coming up. He's Malachi Tony's gonna win a national championship here. He will be the reason why the Miami Hurricanes win a championship. And I genuinely believe that Miami has built something special. Even though I think Cristobal got out coached tonight, I think his entire staff got out coached. I'm gonna be real. I think the entire staff got out coached. I think Heatherman got out coached. I do. I do. I know Dawson got destroyed in the first half. Like that was a joke. And I think Mario blinked in the first half with kicking that field goal instead of going for it. Just my opinion. But this video, I know I'm 13 minutes in. Miami Hurricanes fans, you fucking suck, man. I never in my wildest dreams believed that you guys would not show out like this. Indiana took our fucking building. Indiana fans took our fucking building and you sat at home on your fucking couch because you didn't want to spend money. There's millions and millions of dollars funneling through South Florida. We have a tri-county area that's as big as their flipping state. I don't care how many alumni they've got. I don't care. I don't care. We have not been to a national championship in 23 fucking years. Not everybody went to freaking A&M. Not everybody went to Cotton Bowl. Not everybody went to the Fiesta Bowl. Those were road games. I can forgive that. I can say no problem. I didn't go. You had an opportunity to come watch your team on your home field. You knew these tickets would cost a fortune. Did I think they'd stay that high? No, I didn't, but they did. They were $4,000 at kickoff still. People were buying tickets at kickoff. We looked. But I'm telling you this shit right here, straight up and down. Miami Hurricane fans should be absolutely ashamed of themselves, embarrassed. You let the road team take your fucking building. When people walked out, when the Canes fans walked out after the game ended, the damn building was still 2/3 full of red. And that's when I realized that I was looking at red across from me the entire fucking night on the corporate side. Maybe them boxes down below for the rich motherfuckers were orange because they emptied out. But them seats only go for there's only like 200 people in them seats. Maybe 300 people in them seats. But upper deck that I'm looking at, that upper deck that was across, that shit was 75% Indiana. And those were the corporate seats, the sponsor seats. Can't speak who was in the luxury boxes or what have you. I don't know. I don't care. I know Donald Trump was sitting right next to Dana White. They showed him. I know people had trouble getting into the damn building at 7 o'clock because Trump showed up at that time. But I'm telling you this right now, you Miami fans that didn't show up because it would cost you too much, man. I'm gonna be real, man. I ain't got much to say. I think if you live down here, and you dare call yourself a Hurricane fan, if you have the means to come to this game and you just chose to be a cheap motherfucker and not pay the money, you are the problem. You are the reason that people talk shit about us as Hurricanes fans. The fact that a bunch of folks from fucking Indiana can conjure up the bread to buy plane tickets, hotels, meals, rental cars, and then spend $3, $4, $5, $6,000 a ticket to come watch their team play for a national championship, something that to them probably was never even thought of as a possibility. A team with the second worst record in college football history. Kurt Signetti showed up last year. He made them matter. He's an amazing coach. He's a teacher, prepared. And this year he has them 16-0, winning their first national championship. Now, how long this lasts in Indiana, I don't know. How many people really want to live in Indiana? I don't know. I don't know. He got the perfect storm this year. Mendoza, shit. He did well, man. He obviously won the Heisman, but he did well. Do I think he played great tonight? No, I don't. That one run, though, was big time. Those two back shoulder throws were big time. They were big time throws, man. I got to salute the guy, man. Shit. What am I supposed to say? But I don't think he played great, but he did what he needed to do. I think Miami blew it. I think Miami blew opportunities. I've watched a bunch of podcasts already, and the large majority of them are saying Miami left points on the field. Miami blew it. This wasn't Indiana doing it. This was Miami blowing it. But it's a combination of both because you had one coach that fucking had brass balls and another that didn't. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Again, this is to the Miami Hurricanes fans. You fucking suck. Because for you not to pay the money to go to this game while these people from Indiana plane tickets, hotels, rental cars, and the money for the tickets, and you live here, and you let these people take your building, you let them take your building. I ain't got words, bro. I ain't got words. I get it. 3K, 4K for a freaking ticket sucks. The thought of it is nauseating. I didn't spend that. I got 4 tickets for $2,000. I'm in the Hurricane Club. I selected my tickets. I got my tickets. $2,000. $400 for a parking pass that I bought in the secondary market. So I'm $2,500 all in with my family. Could I do 10 G's for this game? Probably not. I probably it would have been more than that. Probably 12, 13,000. No, I wouldn't have done that. But you individually, you don't have to bring your whole damn family. You buy a ticket, bro. One ticket. One ticket. We got enough people in this damn county, this damn metropolitan area, that we should not be giving our building away to the road team. And this is why people clown our attendance. Here is the time for you to step it up, spend some bread, and you're sitting here saying, nah, I'll sit on my couch and watch it at home. It costs you less to go to Texas A&M than it costs to go to the game tonight. People that went to A&M and the Cotton Bowl spent less money going to those two games than they would have spent going tonight for one game. I get it. I get it. But how many people really went to A&M and how many people really went to the Cotton Bowl that are from Miami? There may have been 5,000 seats in fucking at A&M for Miami. 10,000 seats out of a 100,000 seat building. The Cotton Bowl, I don't know how many Canes fans were there. I don't know. Fiesta Bowl, we were far outnumbered in that game by Ole Miss. But down here, this is what they're clowning us right now. They're clowning the fan base right now nationally. You had your building taken over by the road team. And I know it's not a regular home game for Miami. They get their tickets. This ain't about that. This is about cough up the fucking bread and go watch your team play for a natty. You will not get this opportunity for a very long time, if ever again. Like, I'm 48, man. The fact that the last time I saw the Miami Hurricanes play for a national championship, I had just graduated from college. I had just graduated from college, a year removed from my college graduation, undergraduate graduation. That's the last time I watched this team play for a title, and we lost to Ohio State. Next year, Vegas. Year after, New Orleans. The year after, Tampa, and back to Miami in 2030. So we got another opportunity to be down here in 2030. We got an opportunity in Tampa in 2029. I'm telling you right now, because apparently it's supposed to be in Dallas. It's in Tampa. Even better. We're going to have possibly have two more home national championship games in terms of the state of Florida and in Miami. I mean, I'm surprised they're bringing it back to Miami that fast. I figured they'd do it in freaking Atlanta or they're doing it different now, I guess. I will Miami. If Miami's in Vegas, I'll be in Vegas. If Miami's in New Orleans, I'll be in New Orleans. There's no question about it. But to have the opportunity to be in your home building and not find a way. I know a bunch of rich ass people that were having house parties. I mean, I'm dead ass serious. I know a bunch of rich mofos that had house parties. Bro, get your fucking ass into the building. You live in have $5 million houses and you're not at the game. $5 million cribs and you're not at the game. Shit pisses me off, man. And now listening to us get clowned about it publicly. Like I said, when I was in the building, I couldn't have told you. I didn't know. I dead ass straight up did not know. And here I am now looking at this shit, and I'm sitting here saying, wow, after the game was on, I'm like, yo, they took our shit, man. They weren't that loud to me. They weren't that loud. But they took our building. The one time that I could hear them really was that final drive. Not the final one, the one before that. The one where we made it 24-21. We got the ball to 9. And we were on offense in their end zone side of the field. It got loud then. They were making noise to distract Beck and the offense, the whole 9. They were loud then. But for the most part, they weren't. I think they were happy. They were drunk. I mean, I don't know. They were having a good time. But Miami Hurricane fans, you let me y'all, you let me down. You guys let me down. You local people let me down. You let the team down. You let your city down. Does it mean that Miami would have won the game? Not necessarily. I knew how Miami needed to win this game. Miami needed to get out front. I mean, that was a given. Miami needed to jump out up front. You're at home. You got to get the freaking crowd bumping. You got to put some doubt in Indiana's head. You got to get the lead. We never had the lead. We played from behind the whole game. We were chasing the entire game. Mistakes galore. 3-0, 10-0, 10-7, 17-7, 17-14, 24-14, 24-21. I mean, we were right there though. We were a possession away. We had the ball, chance to win it all. We didn't get it done. It is what it is. You can't cry over spilled milk, although I will cry for a while. But I'm telling you right now, Miami Hurricanes fans, you allowed them motherfuckers to take your building, and you should be embarrassed. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You marinate on that shit because money comes and goes, and I ain't the richest guy around. By far, I am not. It's been a rough 2 years for me, real talk. But there was no way in hell I wasn't going to be at that game. And then could I have sold those tickets and made $12,000, which I could have used definitely? I could have. There was no way in hell that I wasn't going to be in that building to bring my kids with me to bring my kids to see this, because these opportunities don't come around every year, let alone at home. Like if we go next year, I'm not flying my entire family out there. I'm going by myself more than likely by myself to cover it, because I will be credentialed if Miami's playing. I will have been doing this long enough to have gotten credentialed for next year in the national championship. Dead serious. But it's frustrating because, like I said, it's been 23 years. And if you got money to spend 10, 20 grand on a party at your house, you got fucking money to come to the game. That's all I got. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. This is Hurricanes Unfiltered. Powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.